So, what shall we talk about today? Should we talk about how I'm a Gemini? Or that I am part man, part machine?
That is nice. I am like Darth Vader.
Nah man, we're here to talk about games.
Mash Mikey Gaming.
G'day all you mad gamers, I'm Mad Mikey, I come from the land down under, and in today's show we're taking just one more sort of break from the Why I Love series, because I really wanted to touch on, again, the discussion that we had last week. And I firstly want to go out and I want to thank everybody who gave us a comment, whether it be positive or negative. You guys are amazing to give me the time to sort of put that into writing. And I'd just like to say that I do appreciate the comments that you have put in there. It really stimulates the mind and opens up a forum for conversation about talking about something that we're obviously passionate about, and obviously we're talking about it, and that's Mass Effect and what's been going on with Andromeda. But today I just wanted to do a follow-up because I've put in a good sort of 12-15 hours into the game. So I just want to give you a few more thoughts about it, and I'm going to talk about something else. But as always, guys, if you liked the video, I know you got 2 thumbs, I only want 1, so make sure to hit that like button, as well as subscribe, share with your friends, but more importantly, don't forget to tell your mother, tell your old man, tell your sister, tell your brother, my cousin Nico, don't forget to tell him, and tell everybody about Mad Mikey Gaming, because they might like games. Moving back into the whole Mass Effect Andromeda controversy, bugs, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, everybody sort of calmed down a bit over the last week, which is good, because obviously the guys over at BioWare, they've come back and they've sort of told us, look, we're working on it. It's #1 priority. So that's what you want from a developer to do. I think my main concern about how the whole thing was handled last week was the fact that people were only having sort of like a 10-hour trial and they were judging the whole game on that. Now, to be fair, yes, there are bugs, but what game doesn't have bugs these days? Let's be honest. The amount of QA testing that goes into the gaming, while it isn't ideal, I do understand, because, I mean, look, let's face it, Mass Effect 3's story was leaked. That could have been from QA testers, it could have been from talent, it could have been from anybody. You just don't know, and they don't know, and that's why you will find, I think, in my opinion, that a lot of game developers are putting a lot less sort of time into testing their games, because they are worried about those leaks and their investment in their games. Sort of moving forward, as I said, I've been playing the game quite a lot. I've taken off. I'm going to be spending a whole lot more time on it this week, because I got the week off to sort of put in that time. Thank you, work. I have noticed a few bugs. Yes, there are a few clunky animations, but I think every game is becoming like that. Unfortunately, gone are the days where you had like a Nintendo, you had a Sega, where the games were just put out then. That was before the gaming company was a multi-billion-dollar business. I just want to sort of put it out there as well. I'm not employed by any gaming company whatsoever. My thoughts are my own. I'm just a big BioWare fan. I'm a big gaming fan. And a lot of people are sort of saying, well, oh, The Witcher came out and that ran perfectly. No, it didn't. There was a lot of stuff that needed fixing. CD Projekt Red are an amazing company. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they are technically an indie developer. Like, they only work for themselves. They've built that Witcher empire by themselves. Obviously, you've got publishers and things like that are involved, but they're not those kinds that are sort of sticking to deadlines. Like, The Witcher had been pushed back a few times because they wanted to get it right and they wanted to give you the best experience there was out there. They don't have like big giants like EA and everything behind them sort of pressuring them for a deadline. Not that I'm blaming EA. I've just put it out there. No one is really going to know unless BioWare or EA make a statement on the thing, which they have been, but more or less addressing all the things, like all the bugs. Just sort of moving on to another point. The more recent games that have sort of come out and had a lot of bugs, and I don't think that they were received with flashback from the fans as as BioWare generally do get. Games like Ride to Hell Retribution. Now, this game, on paper, sounds pretty cool. It's a biker on the road to redemption, come back from whatever war it is. I've never played it. I've just heard that it's terrible. But that's sort of the impression that I get from the game. And, like, there could be people out there that were really looking forward to this game. But did it get the attention that Mass Effect did? No, it didn't. Also, don't forget, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, came out and there was a ton of things wrong with this game. Did it get as much attention or backlash as BioWare did with Mass Effect? No, it didn't. Yes, there's a lot of passionate Halo fans out there, but they know that if something comes out and a day or a week or whatever, there's still problems with it, it means that it's still getting fixed. And I think that they've ended up doing an amazing job with this Halo collection. This is 4 games for the price of 1. You can't beat that. And I think we also do forget GTA 5. When this came out originally on the Xbox 360, it was promised to come out with a fully operational GTA Online, which it didn't for, I think it was probably a good year, or it was more or less along the lines of they didn't have the heists, and not everything that was promised there was in the game. And I think that you'll find that a lot of these games have a lot in common. The fact that there are bugs in there. Bugs are part of a game. That's why they have patches. And by no stretch of the imagination was GTA 5 a perfect game when it came out. And now, I wish I really had a sack to reach into, but I'm going to reach in and I'm going to pull out the Bethesda card. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Skyrim, they all came out and there were bugs aplenty. They're still there today, but instead of people sort of reacting the way that they have been, they actually embrace the bugs in this game, and I find it quite interesting that it is quite a different sort of setting between the two. Like, I understand that Mass Effect is a lot more of a story-driven sort of drama type game where you can do this and do that, but you can also, it's very much the same, like with fetch quests and everything with the Skyrim Elder Scrolls series. They're RPGs, you get immersed in the game. Yes, tick. There's a story to it. Tick. And not to mention, Fallout does have bugs too. So it's not the first time that this sort of thing has been discussed, where the fact that Bethesda seem to get away with it and we seem to be okay with Bethesda doing it. Why? Because they fix the bugs. B, they also acknowledge the bugs, and they just don't do the betas and everything like that where people can pick up on it. I do understand that BioWare has been getting a bit of a following, obviously since the days back of System Shock 2, to Knights of the Old Republic, and obviously the Mass Effect series. Now, you have to understand there's a whole new team there, there's a whole new generation of people, and without that fresh thinking in terms of games coming out and story, the gaming industry as a whole is not going to move forward. You will see with like the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, there's a whole new team in there. Obviously, you've got your main guy running the show, but without these new fresh ideas, I don't think Breath of the Wild would be anything anywhere near the success that it is today. We'd still be sort of playing the same old Zelda games, I believe. That's my thought. I'm sorry if you disagree with it, but I would love to hear your comments down below. I've been playing the game, and as I said, there are a few bugs. There's even a few things that sort of stick out, like obviously that main character where her face doesn't move properly and things like that. I actually, the further I got into the game, I found out that she's actually an AI character as well. So is it not believable to think that they told her that she was just supposed to be acting as an AI character? With fear of sort of leakage of the story or anything. I know the animations are shitty, they're choppy, they don't move, but let's embrace it like we do with Skyrim, to be honest. I myself, in the last video, I said, look, she may very well have had a problem with her cryosleep. There may have been a Botox issue back on Earth. We don't know. We might find out later in the game, or BioWare might sort of come out and fix it. Give them time, guys. It's an amazing series. They know what they've got. So I really hope that you stick with it, because I'm really enjoying it. There's hair animations and things that don't really look out, but this game is a beautiful game as of the sort of pictures that I've shown to you guys. But guys, again, I'd really love to know what your thoughts are. Are you still playing Mass Effect? Have you just sort of cut it off entirely? Put the comments down below. I know a lot of my friends are sort of waiting to purchase the game to iron out the bugs and everything, which is really all you can do. Unfortunately, I think it's just the state of the gaming world at the moment where bugs are part of the culture of everything. But guys, thank you so much. I hope you stay till the end. I'll see you tomorrow with tomorrow's gaming news thoughts. Sorry there wasn't an actual shit I'll probably never play last week. A lot of my deliveries go to my work, which I haven't been to in the past week. So obviously, hopefully we'll still get back into resuming that over the next couple of weeks. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'm going back to play some Mass Effect. Bye guys.